It's called a top spin. Maybe you guys have seen this before, but we're gonna just drill it. Do you mind if I use you actually? Okay, so like I said, we're gonna drill the back takes first, and then we'll put it with a pass. So this first one, you can just lie on your back. So this first one is useful when you get to side control, and the person on bottom tries to turn in, they get the underhook, and they start trying to get up on their knees, and they start trying to wrestle up, right? So they'll try to knee tap you and take you down. They'll try to sometimes get the single leg and wrestle you, but basically they'll just use the underhook to get up out of there, and they'll push you out of side control, sometimes just to recover the guard too, like you did at first. So if you lay down, instead of just staying here, letting them get the underhook and start working to get their guard back, we're going to use our hand on their hip to kind of slow them down. So you see, if I don't have anything on her hip, she can turn pretty easily into me and get both her hips off the ground. So what I want to use this hand for is just to keep her hips pinned to the ground. I'm going to feel her turning into me still, but I'm just going to use this to kind of slow her down. Now, I'm going to step over the head, and I want to put my knee behind her back, like right at her shoulders, like this. And then my other hand's going to come around, and I'm going to cover her hips, and I'm going to bring this leg around, okay? And I'm going to end in this position. And then your partner's going to turn. They're going to get the underhook again, and you're going to use this hand again to slow them down, right? So I'm going to push into her hip. I'm going to step around, and now my other hand's going to come around, and it's going to cover her hips. And then I'm going to slide the trail leg behind me, okay? And I'm just going to end right here. So you guys can see when I end, my legs are really close together. A lot of times when people try to do this, they open up really wide like this. You're going to be really off balance. So you don't want your hips facing the ceiling like this. You want to turn and kind of close your hips like this and keep your toes activated so you can be ready to chase the back or get side control, whatever you may need to do, okay? We're going to just rep this out a little bit. I'm going to watch all of you and just make sure everyone's got it. See if we need to cover any more details. This is something that's going to feel a little bit awkward, but I just want you guys to get maybe like 10 reps and then switch. And just every rep, try to kind of smooth it out. Take note of where you're a little bit off balance and try to get the hang of it. Try to think about putting a lot of your weight into their hip, because you're going to feel them turning into you. So you want to really put a lot of weight into this right here. And I'm pushing against her, and she's pushing into me, but I don't want to let her just pop up easily. So I'm going to push into her, and then I'm just stepping, then knee to the ground, and then my other hand's coming in, and then I'm bringing this leg around, okay? In my nice, like, athletic stance here, okay? Let's try it out, and I'm going to watch you guys. I'll help you out. If you want me to do it on you so you can feel it, just let me know. If you have questions, let me know, okay? Cool? All right, let's do it. Whenever you're doing this drill, you're going to do it a bit faster, right? You guys are learning it right now, so you're taking it slow. But obviously, when you're doing it live, it needs to be a bit quicker. And this leg that's stepping around, they're usually going to try to grab it to get the single leg. So the leg, the trail leg that's coming around, it's going to become more of like a kick so that it becomes hard for them to hold it. So just so you guys can see it, whenever you're doing it and you get the hang of it, we're doing it fast. They're turning in. Right? Okay. We were doing it slow just to get the hang of it. But once you get more practice at it, you're going to have to do it a little bit faster. And you're going to have to really bring that leg around so that if she does grab it as I'm coming around, so if you grab the leg, I'm kicking this, and I'm bringing her arms over her head so I can then break the grip, okay? But I'm not stopping the motion. It's got to be one smooth motion. If I stop, she's going to really latch onto the leg, and it's going to be really hard. So you never want to practice the movement and have a stop in the middle of it, right? So we never want to practice it. Let them grab and then stop right here. We want to go through the movement in one motion like you guys are practicing. Okay, but let's tack on another back take. So we're going to do the same thing so you guys get a little more practice. We're going to stop them turning in with this hand on the hip. We're going to go knee behind. We're going to go here. And now her back is exposed right now. So I want to take advantage of that, and I want to keep her back off the mat by putting my chest behind her back, okay? It's not the end of the world if they go flat. We'll just start working for our side control. But we're going to try to take advantage of this being exposed, and we're going to put our chest behind it, okay? We're going to turn this way so you guys can see. So we're going to take advantage, and we're going to put our chest behind her back, and we're going to get our feet right here. And now, I'm going to bring my knee behind her back. So I'm going to go like this. I'm going to bring my knee behind her back at her shoulders. I'm going to bring my other leg over. I'm going to sit into my lap. And I'm just going to bring her to the other side like this. Okay? So, look. Does not want to stand. You guys see that? I keep just popping up and put it here. Okay. So you guys can see the back side again. Whenever I'm doing this, I want my knee to be up by her shoulders, okay? If I have it too low and I try to bring her onto me, she's going to kind of be on my leg, and it's going to be easier for her to scrape me off her back. So when I do it, I need to have my knee up by her shoulders, and I'm going to bring the leg over. You can see how I kind of go knee first, and then I slide the rest over. And now I'm bringing her into my lap, and I'm sitting. And then I'm not falling straight to my back, because then there's going to be a lot of separation. Turn this way again. Okay, so I'm not going to fall straight to my back, because then there's going to be a lot of separation. I'm going to bring her onto my lap, and I'm going to go to my other butt cheek, just like this, okay? And we're going to end right here, and you're just going to practice your top spins, picking up the speed, and then getting the back control, okay? So I can watch you guys. Then we'll add a pass to it, kind of put it all together, okay? Do you guys have any questions? The second hook? Just the top hook. Yeah, so this isn't going to be their reaction all the time. Sometimes they're going to continue to turtle away from you, and you're going to want to slip in your bottom hook. But in this situation, that's a good question, though. You can just stay on your side. In this situation, they're kind of staying in this position. They want to get their back flat to the mat, but we kind of take that option away from them by putting our chest back very quickly. And now they're here, like, kind of still fighting to get their back flat, but not quite turning away and turtling yet. So we're going to take advantage, and we're going to kind of use our seat belts here to kind of pull them into our lap, because they may still be trying to turn away from us. So I kind of lean away from her a little bit to make it difficult for her to turn away. And then I'm just throwing in my top hook. So I am getting one hook, but I can't stay on this side, right? Because then she's going to escape. So that's why I have to bring her to my lap and then bring her to the other side. Yep. But you can also, and we'll work on this too, if they start to turn away and lift their hips and turtle, this is when you're going to slide in that bottom hook and then bring them back to the same side you were just on, so that you now have the control on the bottom. So you can do either way. You can put in the top hook or the bottom hook, but always remember, if you have just the top hook, you have to bring them to the other side. Anytime you don't have this hook, they can start hopping over it and escaping. So we'll practice the top hook first. We'll get there. But yeah, does that answer your question? Cool. All right, let's try it out. Let me see it.